Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Spectrum Drama, where we take a look at the hottest posts on Spectrum for the week and give our opinions on them. So before we get started, keep your eyes peeled this week because we are going to be announcing another giveaway. So it'll be the same concept as normal, keep your eyes peeled because that will be coming within the next few days. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so first up we've got a post from Crimson 8, and it says, if you haven't seen this yet, I think it is worth it. So a little bit of shameless self-promotion, but also this was one of the top voted videos, posts should I say, and it is for one of our videos. So we finally made the cut. We're finally in a Spectrum Drama video.
It's like Inception.
Which is awesome. It is, yeah. It's our video in a video in a video. Wicked. So basically, the kind of gist of this is Crimson 8 really liked the video from the Gaming Cow, and he liked, like things like the way the lighting is and just generally just how awesome the footage was, which is very nice to hear. I'll be honest, I had no hand in this whatsoever. This was all Cryco, so I'm going to hand it over to you to give us the download on just how hard this video was to make.
Yeah, well, in the post he kind of talks about the whole the lighting problem. Some of the reflective surfaces in Star Citizen are a little bit crazy.
Yeah. And
he's commenting on the footage that was in the video. Now, if you actually see what the raw footage looked like before I colour graded it, it's a lot worse than what you're sort of seeing in the video, mate. But yeah, glad you liked it. It was a pain in the arse to try and get that kind of footage, especially with a crash every 20 minutes or so. It can be very tiresome trying to quantum jump around to different stations and crashing all the time.
Yeah, and it's funny as well because you watch that kind of all the shots that you do, and a lot of those is probably like the 9th time you've tried it to get the right velocity and angle and all that kind of stuff. And for people who don't make Star Citizen videos, it's not easy. It really isn't easy. Congratulations, my friend, because you did a good job on that, and people like it, so that's lovely.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with how it turned out, and it seems to be quite popular at the moment, which is good. Hopefully it gets sort of shared around a bit more and gets some more notice. But yeah, he's right. The actual reflective surfaces and the lighting on some of the stations is a little bit crazy. It's like they're going for a very realistic look, but I feel like they could tone that down a bit. It doesn't need to be that extreme. Yeah, the reflections are just a little bit over the top, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if something is like chrome finish and you shine a very bright light on it, that's going to be very, very reflective. But a lot of these, they've been in space. They're supposed to have been in space for a long time, which means that they're probably a bit worn. They shouldn't really be that glass-like reflective. So, I don't know. Yeah, I had to put some heavy contrast and stuff to try and kind of make the colour a little bit more pleasing, because the sunlight on some of the stations, it really kind of dulls down everything. You have this kind of like hazy light wash over everything, and it just kills the whole shot.
Oh yeah, washed out footage is crap. I remember I was I think it was when I was doing some footage of the Freelancer, and then me on a planet. I think we were giving away the red armor set or something, and I ended up having to heavily color grade that to make everything look the way it should.
Yeah.
And I think the way CIG really need it to, because it's not very cinematic when it gets so washed out, basically. Yeah. So we'll see. But tell your friends anyway. Send them a link. Tell them how amazing this video is. We'll do more, definitely. When I say we, you'll do more.
I've got a couple of ideas, but something we need to discuss, I think.
Definitely. Cool, so next up we've got a post from Extraction85, and it says, Scimitar. That's it?
That's it.
Just Scimitar, that's all you need to know. So basically, the gist of this is there's very few alternative ships to Vanguard, and the Scimitar would have been just right. And Extraction 85 does not understand developers at all. They created the terrible Redeemer, which I think is a bit mean. I don't think it's terrible. I just, it's a little bit overkill. It's not the greatest ship in the world, but, it's all right. But basically, this dates back to years ago when, they were taking fan-made ships, and, there was a competition to make one real. And the Redeemer won over the Scimitar. And don't get me wrong, the Scimitar is a cool looking ship. It had some really awesome features to it. But I don't know, I think they're much of a muchness, to be honest. The Redeemer's perfectly fine. So, I probably wouldn't fly it myself. But,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I quite like the look of the Scimitar. Probably more than the Redeemer. But there's been a few call-outs for CIG to add this ship into the game, even though it lost. Why not just put it in there anyway? But it brings up the discussion, with the constant problems that they've had with the Redeemer and trying to get it to fit in lore.
Yeah.
Would they ever consider doing a competition like this to get a fan-made ship in the game?
Yeah, I don't see it. I think that it's just too much effort when they can just lovingly craft a ship out of lore. Do you know what I mean? From lore, rather than having to trying to square peg round hole it kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
basically. I mean, you're not wrong. It's a cool looking ship. I love the features of it. Watching like the way the ramp and everything worked at the back, and it had those kind of like hooks. Did they attach to a Hornet?
I think it was. Yeah.
And just some really awesome ideas. But I personally, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
No.
I'll never say never. But I can't see it happening, my friend.
No, I can't see this happening at all. It's just not going to happen. But I mean, he's right. The base sentence of this is that there is a gap in the market for another ship like the Vanguard, but made by someone else. And there is. And we need another big, heavy gunship thing.
Yeah. Okay, so next up we've got a post from Daquisha. I don't know. Daquisha. And it says, F for Rice Maiden and Engineer. Basically, CIG has recently made some changes to the way that you can use their IP. So this basically means people like Rice Maiden and Engineer who craft models, from actual CIG files, will no longer be allowed to craft these for other people, whether it be, I think, for free, but definitely not for sale. And they are not allowed to share those plans with anyone else now. So this basically means that, unfortunately, Rice Maiden and Engineer, it sounds weird. I want to say Engineer every time. But Engineer, they're not going to be, allowed to kind of craft these for their friends or anything. It just seems, I can kind of see why they would go down this route, because it's becoming a brand and they've got people who are doing this now. But that must be annoying for them. I mean, you'd be pissed off if they went all of a sudden, you got to stop that now.
Oh yeah, you'd be majorly pissed off. Can totally understand why. But like you say, they've got this brand. I can't remember what the actual name is. The JK model guys that were at PrisonCon. So they've made a kind of kit model for the Grey Cat, and now they're doing the Arrow. So this is becoming a sort of proper merchandise kind of thing. So they don't want other people making kind of I don't want to say knockoffs, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, they stick to a very stringent standard.
Yeah.
Whereas you can't guarantee the quality of a random person's work, even if they are 100% perfect. It's just like anything. I mean, you can't. If I could make a Gibson guitar, from a kit, I can get a kit and I can make a Gibson guitar. It will never be as good as probably the ones, maybe not nowadays because they're all manufactured in China, get a Gibson, but it will never be as good as a handmade crafted Gibson. You know, it's just the way it is, and they want to keep that, sort of standard. So I can understand it, and yeah, you could tell probably the model people, whatever they're called, were probably thinking to themselves, this is silly. You know, we're crafting these models with all of our high tech equipment and, you know, a big company, and then there's other people who can just make them as well, and you think that they probably thought, well, you know, let's just nip that in the butt now, you know. Yeah,
a bit too much competition going on. Kill that pretty quick. Yeah, it's going to suck. I feel sorry for these guys because they put a lot of work into it and a lot of time, and sort of getting noticed about the work that they did, only to have it kind of shut down. It's kind of sucks. Let's hope that CIG don't sort of turn their focus and tell us to stop making videos, I guess.
Yeah, could you imagine? Yeah, we've got 2 designated videographers for Star Citizen, and you're not one of them.
Yeah, you're not allowed. Stop. Cease and desist.
We'll bootleg black market this stuff, man. Don't worry. We'll just start dropping DVDs through people's letterboxes.
Yeah, DVD.
Yeah, DVD, good quality. Yeah. But no, I mean, we support you, Rice Maiden and Engineer. I mean, it's a shame, and you know, your stuff you made was amazing. So keep at it, but obviously just be careful and don't get sued.
and don't give it out.
Yeah. Cool. So last up, we've got a post from Lynx, and it says, "CIG, can you please finally fix this annoying bug with the chat?" And this strikes home for me. This hits right at the heartstrings, because this one pisses me off. I hate this bug. It annoys the hell out of me. You'll always hear me, like in every stream, in everything we do, going, "Oh, for God's sake, chat." That basically this problem is you deactivate your chat by pressing F12, and it's fine. And then you change your view, third person or whatever, and when you come back, the chat is reactivated. And this is a real problem for people who make, cinematic footage, because let's say you do want to go from first to third and keep that as an actual cut. You couldn't, because the chat will be on your screen. It's so annoying. So CIG, fix it. It's very annoying. I'm assuming this affects everyone. You get this as well, I take it.
Oh, yeah, I get this. I've had this for as long as I can remember, actually. I don't think they've ever kind of got this right. No. But this one's kind of up there with the randomly opening canopy on my Titan. That is super annoying.
Yeah, I mean, getting propelled out into space and dying, and an annoying chat box, they are the same thing. They are, even though it doesn't sound it, they are both equally annoying, because they both affect the way you can use this game. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense. So
yeah. They're both not kind of game breaking, but they're just. I mean, they've both been kind of around for so many patches now. How have they not fixed these yet? Come on.
Yeah, I think it's not laziness, because that's mean. It's not laziness, but it is a lethargy, an apathy, an apology. I don't know. It's one of these words with an ogy at the end, where they basically just kind of say, well, it's not game breaking, so it's not important. But it may not be game breaking, but it is very, very much a constant annoyance. Like whereas like a game breaking bug might only affect you maybe once a night, this affects you every single time you change your camera. Oh, it's making me angry just thinking about it, because I get wound up. So I can't see how this could be such a big fix that they can't just patch it out real quick.
Yeah, this chat one, I don't remember this always being a thing. There was a time where it didn't happen, and then suddenly, maybe 2 patches ago, maybe it just kind of appeared, and there's no sign of it going away.
3.3 was fine, I think it was 3.4, or maybe even 3.4 was fine. But I remember when we were doing our in the height of our getting footage for stream, all the other stuff, it wasn't a problem. It's only been recent, the past couple of patches, where it's been like every single time. So yeah, I don't know, CIG, you need to just patch this back out, because you're making me sad. Okay, so there you have it. That's our posts for the week. We hope you liked them. We hope you found them informative or amusing. Don't forget to keep your eyes peeled for the upcoming giveaway. I won't give away what that is just yet, but yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. And thanks everyone very much for watching, and we will see you again next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.